Hey everybody, a few days ago on Reddit I made a post about buying Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu for my Switch, and just how it was the first time as a blind person I've been able to play a Pokemon game right when it came out, just like everyone else. The current date is November 25th. This game came out on November 16th. I just 5 minutes ago beat the game. Normally, with the Pokemon game, I would have to wait for an emulator, or in the case of the 3DS games, just not play them at all. But this, for me, because this game was finally made to be played on a larger screen than just a handheld screen, this is the first Pokemon game I've ever been able to play just like everybody else, just as if I would be sighted. And that is absolutely massive. Now, I got a lot of questions in the thread about how I play, why I don't just use emulators, and so on. And I just thought I would give kind of a little bit of a general overview about accessibility and just about how I, as a blind person, play games. Full disclosure, I do not represent all blind people, first of all. Second of all, my weight and appearance have nothing to do with anything that I'm doing, so I don't really give a damn if you think I'm unattractive. I'm here to talk about Pokemon and nothing else. So, as I said before, I just beat the game about 5 minutes ago, and it feels really good to be able to say that. But now there's some text, so this is kind of a good segue. This is a good kind of chance for me to show you how I did this. So I've got a larger screen than what I would ideally want to play this on. I would normally kind of want to do this on maybe a 22-inch. I think this is 48, which is just bad. The only good thing about it is, though, with my stool set up here, I'm able to see the text a bit better. So this text is large enough for me when I'm like this. I haven't bothered to check the text options, and oh, okay. Yeah, so there's text options, but I haven't tried them at all yet. And I basically just wanted to show you kind of what the catching process for me has been like and what the battling process for me has been like. So anyway, I want to show you guys just some catching sequences and some battling sequences just so you can kind of get an idea of how this has been for me. But first I'm going to open the settings because apparently there is like a text speed section. I haven't tried this at all, but like you can make it, okay, so you can make it slow, normal, or fast. I've had it on normal this whole time. You can have vibration on and off, you can have movie skipping on or off, you can have the background music and the sound effects on or off. And then there are some controller settings, so you can use this controller, the ball, or the other blue Joy-Con. The thing that I kind of like is that I can do this whole thing one-handed. This is the ball. I haven't actually used it yet at all, but I'm excited about it. But I just beat the game using this red Joy-Con. Now, some of the blind people I've talked to on Reddit have complained that in this game they can't kind of hear. It used to be if you walked into something like I'm doing now, there'd be like a bumping noise, and a lot of people would just use that bumping sound as a marker for how they would navigate the world. Now, I never used that because I, like I said, just never could play the old games very well. So I have no comment about that, but I can understand how taking that feature away, if it's something that you relied on, could feel really annoying. So I'm just going to switch to a regular Pokeball now. I'm doing this basically on autopilot. I cannot read the text from back here. I have no idea what this says. I just know that in the top corner are my normal Pokeballs. But if I wanted to actually read what this says, I'd have to go to about here. A device to catch wild Pokemon. It's thrown like a ball at a Pokemon, comfortably encapsulating its target. Use this item or cancel. And I have 86 of them. So now, in terms of catching, this is a bit bad. This is a green circle on a green background, and I don't know if I can change this at all. So let's see if I can try to get a good throw. Okay, I got an excellent throw out of sheer luck, but And I caught it. Okay, great. Another Oddish. But, like, that's basically my biggest complaint as far as I'm concerned for the catching mode, is green on green, red on red, yellow on yellow. It's just not, it's not helpful. And I haven't, like I said, I haven't figured out how I can change it. Now, I'm pretty sure I've battled most of the trainers in these places, so I think what I'm going to do is fly to a place where I purposely avoided... Oh, Pikachu is so cute. Oh. Oh my god. I'm gonna fly to a place where I purposely avoided trainer interaction, just so I can kind of give a better idea. So let's fly here to Fuchsia City. And then I'm gonna surf down and battle some of the trainers that I didn't battle when I was just trying to get through the game. And then I didn't battle him. Yeah, so let's battle this guy. He says, I have to exercise and warm up before going out for a swim. Well, great. So, now we're in battle mode, and I can't tell from down here how many Pokemon he has. It's up there. I also can't tell the level or the strength of his Pokemon. Now, from my own end, I can see I have, like, Fight, Pokemon, and Bag. And then I can see that I can just click on the move I want to use. I think using Thunder against this thing is a bit excessive, so I'm going to use Thunderbolt and see where it goes. But for my own vision, I know that I have my Pokemon name and general stats down here. And it's kind of a bit hard to read for me, but so I've gained that many points. It went away already, so I can't see. Pikachu leveled up to level 52, and then here are my stats. So HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. And my god, this Pikachu is overpowered. So yeah, so I just beat that guy, and I got $760 for winning, and I got 3 Pokeballs. Okay, so for me, on this large of a screen, the text size isn't really an issue because I can get right up against the screen. I don't know, what is that above me? Oh, I guess it's a... Am I supposed to go up there? That's another big complaint I have, is that the color of red they chose to use on that black up there, from far away, I really can't tell how much HP my opponent's Pokemon has left. My own, I can pretty see well down here, but again, this is largely to do with the fact that I'm using a much larger screen than I would really need to be using. Now I want to see what all these Pidgeys up here are about. Let's see, can I take out from the Pokeball? Ah! Oh, cool! Oh no, that was wrong direction. Okay. I get mixed up with the direction I'm supposed to throw in, and this is probably going to escape from the Pokeball anyway. Yeah, it did. Now, I love this. Now, this is what I have wanted, like, my entire life, to be able to ride around on Charizard. This is so cool. This is the coolest thing ever. This should have just been the trailer, hey? Like, this should have just been the trailer. Like, you can ride around on Charizard, and it's gonna make all of your childhood dreams come true. Like, look at this! This is so neat. I can't believe it. Water is moving. Do you want to use the secret technique sea skin? Yes. Alright, so now I'm just surfing with Pikachu again, and this was a bit hard for me to see because just the texture of the water is a bit too much. I understand what they were going for, but it's really hard for me to distinguish spawns and people and so on in the sea. And now we're battling again. My overpowered Pikachu was just gonna deal with this one. Probably if the opponent doesn't dodge Thunder, which it did, of course. Okay. But it just felt like for a long time that Nintendo didn't understand that there was a small segment of their possible consumer base that was just unable to play the Pokemon games. And I understand their core idea for the longest time was to get kids outside, get kids playing together, get kids to meet up, make friends, whatever. But what they were inadvertently doing was alienating blind kids and blind people in general. So I remember the first time I ever tried to play a Game Boy, it was just impossible. I couldn't see anything, no matter what I did to the screen. And then when I got my Nintendo 64 and I got the adapter for the back of the controller that let me play Pokemon Yellow through Pokemon Stadium, that opened up a lot of windows and a lot of doors. But the problem therein was that, of course, you were able to, in Pokemon Stadium 2, you were able to play, I think, Gold and Silver with the adapter, but, like, not everyone's families had money for those things, so, I was kind of left out. So there was a lot of people in the Reddit thread, like I said, who were saying, why didn't you just use this particular thing, and why didn't you just use that particular thing? But, I mean, a lot of it was financial. Those things weren't cheap back in the day. They're not actually even cheap now because of all of, like, the nostalgia that people have for N64 and so on, but they were really not cheap back then either. So... And I had other hobbies I did. You know, it wasn't just that I played video games. I was also really into music and other things, so it didn't work out. So the fact that for the first time ever, basically, in my Pokemon fandom lifestyle, that I don't have to use an emulator, it just feels really good. It's fun. I feel like, I don't know how to say how I feel. It's just good. So I'm going to keep playing. I appreciate you watching. I hope this video answered a couple questions for you. If you are a game dev and you're curious about accessibility and how to make your game more fair and more playable for people with disabilities, there's a great website called GameAccessibilityGuidelines.com. Check it out. There's all kinds of resources, and it's all free, and it's all there in very plain language, so I really suggest that you check it out. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and so on. I'll see you all soon.